listening to. I say you are listening to. You are absolutely listening to the George Espinlove Show, coming to you live from the Funny Farm. Now, with no further ado, here comes Georgie!
Thank you. Wow. You make my ears ring. Thank you. Thank you. Goodness gracious. I can tell that Friday's just around the corner. What is Charlie, it's today Thursday? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Today's Thursday, Charlie tells me. Is it really? Yeah. Today's Thursday. Oh, my goodness gracious sakes alive. Time sure flies when you're having a lot of fun, doesn't it? And hopefully, we're going to enjoy ourselves tonight. We have a guest scheduled, but thus far we haven't heard from him. And it is a very, very important topic that he would be discussing with us tonight, and it concerns the internet. And he has a website that helps consumers and businesses and all different types of people and organizations with being safe online. And he, if he comes tonight, is going to be discussing with us such things as cyberbullying, cyber stalking, internet addiction. Boy, we all need that. And all those things that we need to do to protect ourselves while we are online. And I wrote in our radio page news this morning, or this afternoon, that perhaps, and myself included, perhaps over the years, with the advancement of such high-speed, supersonic technology, perhaps we have walked into a minefield without knowing it. But hopefully, Dr. Nuccintelli will come tonight and he will walk us back to safety. I know I do it. You do it. We all do it. We jump online and we go to Facebook and we go to Twitter and we go here and we go there. And there's not much thought given about we could be in some dangerous territory. And if Dr. Nuccintelli comes tonight, he'll tell us what that dangerous territory is and how we can protect ourselves. But in the meantime, to all of our friends down the street, around the corner, across this great nation and around the world, I welcome you to the George Espinlove Show one more time. What do you think of that? I have a few frogs in my throat tonight, but thank you. But we're going to carry on. Carry on. You know, we just might end up carrying on if our guest doesn't soon call in. But nonetheless. Did I say nonetheless before? I can't remember if I said nonetheless before or I just said nonetheless. But nonetheless, if I said nonetheless before, forgive me. If I didn't say nonetheless before, but I'm saying nonetheless now, then just go along with me. But nonetheless, I said all that, and I don't even know what I was going to say next. But anyhow, it's been a delightful Thursday here on the Delmarva Peninsula in this great big state of Delaware. And I hope that wherever you are or wherever you were today, you had just as good a day as I did. While we're waiting to see if our guest calls in this evening, let's play this, and it's a tribute to United States of America.
In your fields this morning, I traveled your highways today. Used a creek and a rainbow for a road map, and a tree for a chapel to pray. I'm so proud to sing your praises and to live in the land of the free. I'm just one of your children who loves you. Your home, sweet home to me. United States of America, I can be free to think as I choose, right or wrong, win or lose. Well, the only limitation is me. United States of America, I believe in the red, white and blue. And I thank you for all you've done for me, and I'll do my best for you. United States of America, hallelujah, we love you. United States of America, hallelujah, we love you. And as a citizen of my country, I believe it is my duty to obey our laws, try to be a worthy individual, a positive example, and a productive and responsible citizen. To be informed and concerned about our nation's affairs, and to voice my beliefs constructively. To practice diligently an attitude of brotherly love, and hold no hatred against anyone. And when one of my brothers makes a mistake, be he peasant or president, I will try to treat him as I would want to be treated, with compassion and understanding. And I will continue to be thankful for the opportunity to live in the greatest nation in the world, a nation born out of faith in God, sustained only if that faith and the support of the American people remains strong. United States of America, hallelujah, we love you. Hallelujah, we love you.
And to all my heroes, the men and the women that's wearing the uniform, regardless of the service, I salute you, and I salute the United States of America. That gave me goosebumps. It surely did. I was sitting here thinking as I was waiting for the phone line to light up, but it didn't light up. Here's what I would like to do. If we're, regardless of where you are, you know, I guess the George Zimmerman trial it's either in its closing arguments or it has went to the jury. I'm not sure. I haven't followed a whole lot. I read bits and pieces. But this is what I would like to do, amongst other things, or anything else that you'd like to talk about. 302-497-3414. That number again is 302-497-3414. Or if you have Skype, George.Espenlaub, Espenlaub, all small letters. How do you think this is going to turn out? And if there is a not guilty rendered, what do you think the reactions of people is going to be? I have been reading that cities are preparing throughout the state of Florida, are preparing for the worst case scenario. I don't understand it. I don't see any need in it, but nonetheless, how do you think this is going to turn out if it comes back not guilty? Let me know. 302-497-3414. Don't be afraid to step up to the plate and say what's on your mind. If you are going to be tuning in, which I hope you do, tomorrow night, we have a guest by the name of Dale Stanton. It is going to be a delightful time. And this man, this individual is going to be sharing their story with us. And I think that you will find it very, very interesting. What about this week? Boy, did we have a good one, huh? Let's see. Monday night, let me get my gizmo because I can't remember half the time. Monday night. Man, this is the 11th of July already. Monday night, we had Darrell Williams and Thomas Smith. Darrell Williams was the man that had the personalities. And people are still downloading that and going in and listening to it. And so remember, all shows are available to download, or you can go in and listen to them at your leisure. On Tuesday night, we had Darrell Lester. That was quite interesting. He's the man that wrote the book about the inside troubles of PCH, Publishers Clearinghouse. And because he spent 30 years there or more, he was able to go behind the scenes and tell you about what it was like when he began to work there as a young man fresh out of college until he retired not too many years ago. And he also took us from the birth of the company until its worst and troubling times. And so it was a very interesting time on Tuesday night. Last night, if you missed it, we played an episode of Unshackled, a two-part episode, the Jack Ferguson story. Tonight, we have had Michael Nuccitelli that was supposed to be with us, but apparently something has happened and he's not here. And tomorrow night, Dale Stanton will be with us. Monday night, mark this down, Monday night, July 15th, Michael Holt and the Tornado 500s will be with us. Wednesday night, A.J. Jansen will be with us. And this girl from Connecticut, I mean, she can really get it done. And perhaps we'll play a little bit of her music again tonight. So we've got a lot going on. We've got a lot scheduled. We've got people, and let me see if this is our guest. Good evening. Is this Michael?
No, this is Brenda White.
Hey,
George.
One of my favorite people on the whole planet.
Listening to the show, you gave the number. Had to say something.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So, Michael, you know I'm a little George, so you know I'm a little hell raiser.
Uh-huh.
Ain't nobody notified me about what we gonna do about the verdict.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you. I don't see any need for it. I haven't gotten a whiffer of we gonna cut up in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't agree either. I surely think that George Zimmerman is a huge liar, and I surely believe that these 6 women are going to find him guilty.
You know what, Brenda? My grandson, I don't know, a week or so ago, said, Pop, how do you feel about this? And I said, well, let me tell you how I really feel.
Mm-hmm.
I said, my dad always taught me that if you don't want to get in trouble, don't go looking for it.
Go looking for it.
And don't be where you're not supposed to be, period. And I said, you know what? If the young fellow would have just went from the store, passed through on his way home, and this other fella would have just left things alone, none of this would have happened.
From the store to home.
Yes. If people would have just mind their own business, if I can use that term, if people just mind their own business, none of this. There wouldn't be a 17-year-old young man that...
He walked to the store without any incident.
Right.
And he was walking home.
Right.
All George Zimmerman had to do was mind his business. If nothing else, do what the police or the 911 operator told him to do. He didn't do anything that the 911 operator told him to do. He didn't follow the neighborhood watch rules. He's not even supposed to be carrying a gun.
And you know, Brenda, we live in a society that I don't know if it's the water people's drinking or the cereal they're eating. I can't figure it out. But everybody has to get their nose in everybody else's business.
Yeah, instead of just live and let live.
Yeah.
And mind your business. I don't believe for 1 minute that white folks are out to kill me.
Right.
I have many white friends, as I do with you and Nancy, although I never met your faces. I love you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a problem with anybody, and if you let me live, I'm going to let you live.
That's right.
I don't leave home with a gun, George.
Mm-hmm.
I have a gun in my home, but that's only if something pops off and get crazy and somebody busts up in here on me.
Right.
But I'm not going to even get myself in that kind of a situation outside this home. Not if I can help it.
Mm-hmm.
I see you're crazy. I mean, we meet people in the line at Walmart, at Ross, anywhere. People can get crazy anywhere. What you have to do is not participate in it.
That's right.
I think Trayvon did the best he could do. He was scared. He saw this man in this truck, slowly following him. He ran.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't good enough for George Zimmerman. He got out of this truck. He ran. He wanted to show that he was a big man. I don't think he would have ran up on that kid for 1 minute if he did not have that gun on him.
You know, Brenda, if each and every one of us, and I know this is out there in la la land to a lot of people, but if each and every one of us as individuals would just take the golden rule, and I know that's not mentioned too much, and if you say it, they turn their eyebrow up and look at you like you have two heads. But if each and every one of us as individuals, and I firmly believe that's where it has to start, and we would be kind one to another, and we would be...
Yeah, you know you in La La Land now, George.
Yeah.
I think that stuff.
Yep.
But you know, that burn well, we are in La La Land.
Yes. And when...
I married a white man. He was the best man I knew. That's why I married him.
Mm-hmm.
He was as fair as any person I've ever known on this earth. He took my son and made him his son, advised him, saw to it that he finished college. This is a whole bunch of somebody else rubbing off their craziness on us who just want to live.
Right.
Trayvon Barton was just a teenage kid. If he smoked reefer, who among us ain't tried that?
Mm-hmm.
As a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
there was just no reason for this. I mean, what if he were white?
Mm-hmm.
Still wouldn't have deserved to have been messed with, followed, shot, and killed. He didn't do anything.
It's a set.
White, green, nothing. He walked to the store. George Zimmerman didn't see him walk to the store, so he wasn't messing with him. He had $40 in his pocket after he paid for his Skittles and his tea. All he want to do is get back home and see the basketball game. Mm-hmm. If you stereotype people in your mind, you know you're making a huge, huge mistake.
Yeah.
Because I see a white boy with a ponytail, I'm supposed to claim that he's redneck and racist because he lives in the mountains of Arkansas, Missouri? Please.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is ridiculous stuff. This child did not deserve to die. He didn't deserve to be followed. But if you are Neighborhood Watch, why didn't he go up to him in a nice way and say, hey, I'm part of Neighborhood Watch, man. You visiting around here or something? You know, he could have done that in a respectful way.
That's right. That's right.
That's certainly what I would have done if I was concerned and I'm in the Neighborhood Watch. But if you're driving in your truck, little black kids have a reason to be afraid of a truck coming up behind them. Mm-hmm. You know, it hadn't been too long ago that just in Texas that they drug a black man to death and tore his head off his body.
That's right.
He had a reason to be afraid. He had a reason to run.
Mm-hmm.
George Zimmerman was not afraid of Trayvon Martin. And I just think that his ass deserves to be in jail, or next it will be your kid, because he's not going to stop just at black people. Mm-hmm. I don't believe some parts of me, I don't believe that George Zimmerman just hates black folks. I don't just believe that. I believe that George Zimmerman is just itching to be a badass, to be a Barney Fife. And I believe it could be your son.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if he gets off with it, this is not his last incident. When he was fighting policemen, those were white policemen he was fighting.
Right.
His ass is the one that's been in, had to attend anger management. His ass is the one that has a restraining order against his first girlfriend or whatever. Not Trayvon Martin. Trayvon Martin didn't have any criminal record, but George Zimmerman did.
Mm-hmm.
Trayvon Martin didn't have a record of having to be court-ordered into anger management. All of this sitting quiet and speaking low is a front. That son of a gun is crazy. And I'm telling you, I don't believe that he just hates black people. I just think he's a nut that wants to be a Barney Fife cop.
And there's a bunch of them out there, isn't there, Brenda?
And there's a bunch of them out there. So I am, if people believe that, I am not one that just believes that he hates black people. That's not what I believe. I believe George Zimmerman is a nut and a power nut. And he wants to be a police officer, and they won't even have him.
I just hope that people, whichever way this thing goes down, I just hope that people will get a grip. Yeah.
Well, I do too, because George, that's not good for anybody's community.
No, it's not.
Black or white, we don't want this. And, whether George Zimmerman gets his justice in this courtroom or not, he's going to get it.
Yes.
Because that's the way life is. You can't, my parents always told me, you can't do wrong and get by with it.
That's right.
And George Zimmerman been trying to get by with some things, but he doesn't need to be a policeman. He can't follow any kind of authority. Mm-hmm. The Neighborhood Watch says no guns. The Neighborhood Watch says no following, no getting close to anybody. You see something suspicious, you call the police. 911 says don't follow him. We don't need you to do that. Just tell us where you are. And he starts making up excuses. Somewhere he's been living for 4 years, there's 3 streets. You don't have to be black or white to see this man is lying. You ain't got to be You ain't got to even have a seeing eye, the seeing eye dog.
That's right.
See that this man is lying. And I simply pray that these parents get justice for him. His parents are college-educated folks. They were teaching their kids the right way to go. Black kids ain't got no monopoly on white kids for getting in trouble as teens or doing drugs or nothing else. You know?
Uh-huh.
Neither one of them have a monopoly on that. Kids today are faced with some really serious stuff to be with their peer groups. But Trayvon Martin was a normal teen.
Do you know what I watch, Brenda, and what's always fascinated me? I've watched. Now, I have 11 grandkids. The oldest is 23, and the youngest is like a year and a half. So we've got them all the way in between.
Mm-hmm.
And I watch them, and I watch other kids in the neighborhood. And we have white and black in our neighborhood. And I watch them. They run through the yards together.
Mm-hmm.
They sit down and play in the grass together. They run to the ice cream truck together.
Yeah. And you know where that comes from, George? That
Home.
begins at home.
Yes, yes.
How we raise our kids.
And I watch them.
They've got to live on this earth together. We will live together or we'll die together.
That's right.
And I'm about living together.
Yeah, living is so much more fun.
It's so much more fun. Living and letting live it is so much more fun.
That's right.
As long as you don't interfere with my safety, as long as you're not hurting me and mine, then you can live right on over there and do whatever crazy mess you're doing. If you're cooking meth, I want to know, because I'll move.
Right, right.
I should know that you could blow up my house. But I can't try to tell anybody who to trust, who to love. It's either in you, George, or it's not.
Mm-hmm.
And it begins at home.
That's right.
My mother never taught me to hate white people. And she always taught me, if they call you a nigger, that doesn't make you a nigger because they call you a nigger. And what is a nigger?
That's right. That's right.
You're not that.
Mm-hmm.
And I soon learned to let that roll off my back. And my mother loved my husband, George White, from Jones, Oklahoma. She loved him dearly, and he loved her. And so this stuff begins on, but I don't know where they're getting all this crap that I know that young kids are kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a black person and living in a community, but my community is not what you would call black, but I'm on the internet all the time, and like I said, I'm a little hell raiser. I'm always touching subjects that, somebody might not want to touch. And you've heard my show. You know I speak my mind.
Yep.
And I have so much fun, but I have a mixed audience, and they love me with my craziness, and then when I come with my real seriousness and my truth.
That's right. That's
and
right.
that is that we need to love one another. I still pray for you. I still pray for Nancy at the altar. Your opinion is your opinion. Do you have to agree with me? Must I hate you because you don't agree with me?
Right.
No.
That's right.
And you don't hate me if I don't agree with everything you think.
Absolutely.
I'm listening to your show because I think, George, that you are a real person. You are a beautiful person. And I don't think you have a hateful bone in your body. I don't care what you believe about any other things. I don't think you have a hateful bone in your body, and certainly not towards me.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You are one of my favoriteest. That's not good English, but you're one of my favoriteest person on the planet.
And you are to me too. Now you know I've got a show, so I'm preparing while I'm listening to you.
I understand.
Tell you, I love you, and I'm really glad that I sat here as I was doing some internet hooking for the show and turned on to you because this was a good thing.
What show's coming on tonight, Brenda? Thursday all night with Brenda?
That's right. Up All Night with Brenda White. It's on tonight at 9 o'clock.
Alrighty, so folks, you
Next
heard it.
one.
Tune in. Don't miss it. Up all night
baby,
with Brenda.
I love you, and remember, you know I'm just doing some of everything, but call me when you need me.
Alrighty, thank you, Brenda. Love you.
Okay, love you too. Bye.
Bye-bye. That was delightful. That was delightful. Ladies and gentlemen, you go to Spreaker.com and go up there, The Brenda White Show, or The Brenda White Shows, and you'll see, listen to her program tonight, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock on Spreaker.com. And you'll be glad that you did. She runs about, 6, 7. I don't know how many shows she's running right now, but she's running them, and she's doing a magnificent job. And the lady, she can just flat out sing. That's all there is to it. And we love her dearly. Thank you, Brenda, for your call. I'll be back in, a little bit. Soraya. Wow. I'll be back. I said that before, didn't I? But I'll say it again. I'll be back.
We'll take you where you are, to where you want to be. 'Cause radio works. The radio works. take you from where you are to where you wanna be. 'Cause radio works. Radio works.
And radio do work. I know that's not proper English. I understand all that. But nonetheless, radio do work. And internet radio. I mean, it is mushrooming. It is growing. There is. See if I can get the English right this time. There is. I mean, there is so much talent. Men and women, young people are producing shows, and they're hosting shows. The creativity of people, young, old, somewhere in between, from here, there, and everywhere, all because of internet radio. There is talent, I mean, just oozing out. So tune in, and there are literally thousands of people right here on the Spreaker network that you can tune into. My friend, Brenda White, who just called in, this is a song from her CD.
Work all day. I don't want
And that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends, Romans, and countrymen, was Brenda White, my friend. You know, when Brenda was a little girl, she used a turned upside down wash tub for a stage and a Coke bottle for a mic. And you just heard the product, how it all turned out. She has a tremendous story to tell, and I won't say another word because we're going to bring her on the show and we're going to let her tell us all about it. And I think you'll be thrilled. I think you'll be literally spellbound, and you'll sit. That'll be one of those sit on the edge of your seaters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it will. Charlie? Right. Charlie said it's going to be one of them there doozies. Yeah, it'll be a doozy, Charlie, for sure. Wow. Where was I? 302-497-3414. 302-497-3414. Or if you have Skype, George.Espenlaub, Espenlaub, all small letters. What is your opinion? What do you think the verdict will be in the George Zimmerman trial? And what do you think will happen if the verdict comes back not guilty? Wow. I wish we didn't have to talk about such ugly things, but we live in a real world with cruel people, and things don't always come up roses. So 302-497-3414. There is a, what, Charlie? Yeah. Okay, I got you. All right.
Then you're crooked as an old oak tree. Bend over double with a crick in your knee. You're gone crazy. There's a rabbit in a trap. And every three blind daybreak since you've been looking at the map.
Too bad, Henry. That was by Maria Danes from the UK. Hey, I do want to tell our listeners the good news. Miss Nancy, my mom, as we call her, she went back for her appointment with the cancer doctor. What's the name of that? Anyhow, the cancer doctor today. And she got another great report. So it has been just about, almost, I mean, just a tad, I think a week, 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks at the most. Maybe it is. Let's say it's been a year. It's been a year now since she's been cancer-free, and we are just delighted. Her blood numbers are coming up, and they have really come up from when that whole episode first started. She's up there now, and the doctor said as it climbs, she'll regain more energy. She's got a lot of energy right now, so she's going to get more, and that's a good thing. And I do want to say to all of our listeners, and I literally mean this, I mean this from the depths of my heart, down the street, around the corner, across this great nation, and around the world, thank you. Thank you so much for your prayers, because we know that is what did it. And since we're speaking about prayers, I have a friend who is intensive care in the in the Harrisburg General Hospital. He's in intensive care, and he's having some difficulties with his heart. So I would ask you down the street, around the corner, across this great nation, and around the world to pray for Mr. Jim Burge. I know that things will work out, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Here is Gayla Graves Band, and I want you to hear this because this thing is just, I think it's just cool.
Hey, big spender. Hey, big spender. Hey, big spender. The minute you walked in the joint, I could see you were a man of distinction, a real big spender. Good looking, so refined. Say, wouldn't you like to know what's going on in my mind? So let me get right to the point. I don't pop my cork for every guy I see. Hey, big spender. 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 Spend a little time with me. A kiss on the hand may be quite continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. A kiss may be grand, but it won't pay the rental on your humble flat, or help you at the laundromat. Men grow cold as girls grow old, and we all lose our charms in the end. But square cut or pear shape, these rocks won't lose their shape. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. sentimental journey. Gonna set my heart at ease. Gonna take a sentimental journey to renew old memories. Got my bags, got my reservations. Spent each dime I could afford. Like a child in wild anticipation, I long to hear that all aboard. 7, that's the time we leave at 7. I'll be waking up in heaven, counting every mile of railroad track that takes me back. Never thought my heart could be so yearning. Why did I decide to roam? Gonna take that sentimental journey, sentimental journey home. Sentimental, sentimental journey Since you've been gone, I never thought I'd feel this blue. It's not what I had planned to do. I spent too much time missing you. Since you've been gone, I think about the day you left. How your kiss took away my breath. You turned and walked down our porch stairs. I waved goodbye and watched you back down on the street. You paused a moment like you changed your mind. You smiled and ran back up to me to tell me you would always love me till the end of
The Gala Graves Band. That was the last two songs that we played. My, oh my. I like that little swing thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, if you want to listen to Brenda White, go to Reverb Nation. Oh, there are tons of artists there. You can stay there. You can stay there for, well, a long time. You can start at breakfast time, stay there lunchtime, stay there at supper time, or as some of you call it, dinner time. And you can keep doing that day after day after day after day. And I don't think you'd ever get to the end. There are tons of artists there. But go to reverbnation.com. And then there's a little spyglass thing up there, you know, that it means that search thingy. And then just type in there Brenda White and the White Boys. And it'll take you to her page on Reverb Nation. And you'll see all of her songs. And you can sit there and play each and every one of them. You can become a fan, and I would suggest that you do so. Become a fan of Brenda White. And then remember, tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Up All Night with Brenda White. Up All Night with Brenda White. So tune in. Tune in. You will not be disappointed. I guarantee it. You will not be disappointed. Go to Spreaker.com. Type in up there in the search box, Up All Night with Brenda White, or the Brenda White shows, and you'll come across it. Up All Night with Brenda White, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you tune in, because you'll be glad that you did. Where are we going? Yeah. You know, while the music was playing, I slipped out of the sound room here, and I went, I had some Reese's cups, you know, peanut butter cups. I had them hidden. And I was sitting here, and I got such a craving. So I went and I got one. And I sit here, and I was opening it up, and I was being real quiet, and I kept watching to see if Charlie had seen me. And he acted like he didn't see me. Well, I got a little lax. And all of a sudden, there went Maurice's cup. Charlie took it. And by the time I could react, I mean, he had it in, chewed up, and down. And so now, I don't have my Reese's cup. But I got some more. If I can get rid of him somehow, I'm going to get my Reese's cup sooner or later. That's all there is to it. I've got to have something. I've got a craving. I've got to have it. All right, Espinlove, settle down.
Any hot blood
And that was the Gaelic Graves Band. I want to apologize before we get out of here that our guest didn't come tonight. I have no idea what happened. I'll find out later. But we were scheduled to have Michael Nusatelli. Michael Nusatelli, who is a man that started a website, and he is a psychologist, a forensic man. He's an expert on cyberbullying, cyber stalking, all the things that can go wrong, identity theft, internet addiction. I wonder how many of us fit into that. But if you go to this website, and it is an extensive website, trust me. If you go to his website, it is that's the letter I, Predator, Preator, iPredator.co. iPredator.co. There you can see how extensive that website is and what he does. And he gives you all the definitions, and he can take you through the whole 9 yards. I was hoping that he would be here tonight because I need to hear it. You need to hear it. Everyone needs to hear it. And we're all guilty of it. I'm guilty of it each and every single day. I jump on the internet. I fly around here. I fly around there. And I'm never thinking about danger zones. I just fly around. I just do. And most of you do too. You know, we go to Facebook and we go to Spreaker and we go to Reverb Nation and we go to all the other sites that we go to, and we chat and we talk to people and you know, we Skype people, the whole 9 yards, without thinking about the dangerous things. And I like to depict it like this. Perhaps some of us have unknowingly walked into a minefield. And I was hoping that Dr. Nucitelli would come and walk us back to safety. But unfortunately, he wasn't with us tonight. We'll get up with him. We'll find out why and hopefully reschedule. But he is the man that could answer those questions and even more. And so I hope that nothing serious happened. But I apologize that we did not have a guest tonight. But everything worked out all right. We had a lovely phone call from my friend, Brenda White. And I thank her for calling in. And don't forget, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on the Spreaker Network, Spreaker.com, Up All Night with Brenda White. Listen to her. You will not be disappointed. Tomorrow night we're going to have Dale Stanton with us. I know you're going to enjoy him. And I'll bet you 50 cents to a donut that he'll be here. I'm just saying. I'll bet you 50 cents to a donut that he'll be here. Boy, oh boy. Anyhow, there was something I was going to tell you, but that's typical for Espinlaub. He can't remember from one moment to the next. Remember, say a prayer for my friend, Mr. Jim Burge, who is in the Harrisburg, Pennsylvania General Hospital in intensive care. And one more time, thanks to everyone, far and wide, around the world, for you that have prayed for Miss Nancy. And today she came back from the doctors, from the cancer doctor, and she had another clean bill of health. So it's been a year now. It's been a year. And we are so very thankful. And we are so very thankful for you people, for you, our friends around the world that took the time to pray, because we know that's what did it. Well, Charlie, now that you ate my peanut butter cups, yeah, I know it's so funny, Charlie. Yeah, I know. It'll never happen again. I'll guarantee you that. Right, right. But anyways, we're going to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends, Romans, and countrymen. I thank you for hanging with me tonight. I appreciate it so very, very much. And so to all of our friends down the street, around the corner, across this great nation, and around the world, thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me cough, and we'll get out of here. Remember, there's a whole lot of love coming to you from the Funny Farm, and regardless of where you are, if it's nighttime, have you a great, great night. If it's already tomorrow, daytime, that you have a wonderful day. But regardless of what it is and where you are, until tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on Spreaker.com. This is George Espinlove challenging you, be kind one to another. Don't you dare take no wooden nickels. And remember, Grandma Strayer has got her eye on you. Until tomorrow night, good night, everybody.